Sharon Baldwin-Tener from Georgia State, one of the newcomers to the league after a fairly long stint at East Carolina. How has the transition gone for you?
I tell you, it's been great. It's been wonderful. We're really excited. In the spring we had to hire coaches, then we had to get some more recruits on board in order to fill the roster for this season. So it's been a busy couple of months, but I think it's been a great, productive one.
How did the recruiting process go since you did get the late start?
Well, I tell you, it's hard to recruit in April and May and June. Most people have already decided where they're going, but I was really proud of our staff that we were able to, not leave any stone unturned, and we were able to get some quality players in that are going to be able to help us.
And Shan Harris is a player that will help you this year. After only being in 6 games last year, she averaged 11 points and 6 rebounds in those 6 games. How is she going to fit into your system?
I tell you, I've been really impressed with Chan since the very beginning. I did watch a little bit of tape on her before she went down last year, and she's a very strong player, very athletic, but she's trying to get better offensively and defensively, trying to get a little bit stronger. So, we like to push the ball up and down the floor and press, and I think she fits great in that style.
How does your style differ from that of your predecessor?
I think we're going to press a little bit more and we're going to run more. I like to score a lot of points, and I think that's an area that we struggled last year. I think that's going to be a question mark right now where we're going to get those points from, but I think, the more you can score, the better chance you have of winning.
Sure.
I think defensively, you hold people to below 60 points, you've got a good shot to win, but you've got to score 61. So,
have the kids bought into it?
I think they have. We've been working on a lot of offensive things. We've started with the fundamentals. We're working on passing, dribbling, and all those things. We've got to shoot. We've got to be able to put the ball in the basket. But really, just fundamentals. We've started from the beginning. So we're probably a little bit farther behind than I've been in the past years. But I think that we have seen significant change.
And in terms of implementing your philosophy, your leadership, where do you see that as coming from for your program this year?
I think Chan and Angelique right now have been the strongest leaders for us, but I think that's a question mark for our program too. We need people to step up and do things. I think as a whole, the team has really bought into what we're bringing,
right,
and what it is we want to do, and
right,
they've embraced it.
In your first year, have you put a number out there, a number of wins you'd like to get in this first year, or is that your style? Do you do it differently?
I haven't put a number out there. We met as a team, and they came up with some team goals, and they have some numbers that they're interested in. But, I want to go out and win every game. That's what I want to do. Right. I'm not sure where UConn is,
yeah.
But it's something that, I want to win every game, and I want to see if we can work to be a better basketball team in February and March than we are in November.
Well, the competitive nature of the CAA is impeccable. 7 teams made the postseason last year, and 65% of the teams return starters. So pretty much everyone's coming back.
Yeah, that's not a good plus for us. That's for sure. We lost 4 starters last year, and I think that's something that we've got to replace. Angelique, obviously, and Chan was starting before she went out. So we've got a lot of other pieces to the puzzle that need to be addressed, and we've really got to, our 1 and 2 spot and our 5 spot have got to be addressed.
How difficult is it for you as a coach after spending a significant amount of time in Conference USA at East Carolina? Now you've got to make a switch to the CAA, so you've got to not only get to know your team, but you've got to learn an entire league.
Yeah, one fortunate thing about East Carolina is we played a lot of the teams. Last year we actually played 4 teams from the CAA, and over the years we played some others. We played James Madison, we played ODU.
Right.
Last year Wilmington and Towson, Drexel. So we've played some teams, and I'm familiar, but there are some teams that I've never seen, and that's going to be a challenge. So I think the scouting from the beginning, and I am familiar with some of the players from recruiting some
Sure.
of them, but also seeing them on TV at different times. But I think, scouting is going to be a little bit tougher this year for us than it is probably for other people.
I know that Old Dominion started football a year ago, and they've been able to use that to their advantage in terms of recruiting. Well, you've got the same situation down in Atlanta with Georgia State starting a football program. Has that been an impact to you at all?
I tell you, football has been great, and Coach Curry has been just unbelievable. And, they've won 4 in a row now. We've had recruits in. We've had, a great atmosphere surrounding the school. I think it really is giving Georgia State a lot of publicity and good publicity. So, I think that's just an added plus.
Sure.
And this year, the conference tournament will be at the Showplace Arena in Maryland, the first time since 1998 that the tournament will be at a neutral site. And what is your take on that?
You know, I think that's great. I think it's great for the teams. I think it's a level playing field, you know, that you can get hot 3 or 4 days and be able to win. And I think, you know, in the past, the home court advantage has really been strong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on getting the job, and good luck to you this year.
Thank you so much.
Sharon Baldwin-Tener.